Hi y'all, this is Vicky, StitchNButton, coming at you to show you something I promised apparently for a while now. I have been promising to show you how I store my floss. So, I was doing a little bit of cleanup. I figured now's the perfect time because it's a little bit cleaner than usual. This right here is my floss, okay? This is two bins. Each bin has 7 drawers, and I'll show you how they open. I bought mine at Target, but they were years and years and years ago. I can't guarantee that they still sell them. I do believe, let me double check. They're Sterlite brand, that's Sterlite. I don't know if they're still available. But this is how I do mine. Now, this right here is also more DMC. Now, this mostly is all DMC in these bins, but this is my I need to put this crap away bin. Don't mind that. I'm trying to open it with one hand. See, spools with a list of the numbers that I have, so I don't have to keep on looking. But those are all spools for a time. Sullivan's, Sandra Sullivan from Homespun Elegance was selling spools of DMC, and I ended up getting a bunch before she stopped selling them. So, here is the DMC. Now, I'm going to sit down so it makes it a little bit easier for me to show you. I broke them up into numbers according to what was going to fit in the drawers. I also will probably end up having to move them, which is a big undertaking because obviously there's more in here now, and then just because I've gotten so much more DMC that it's sort of packing it in there. So here's all DMC, and then I put my black, white, and Ecru and B5200 all in one area. It's just easier for me than trying to go to 310, go to white, go to, you know, like that. So I put it all in one area. It's easier for me. I do have some pearl cottons, light effects, linens. I put all my filaments and metallics in here also. And then I have miscellaneous threads and rainbow gallery threads. When I say miscellaneous, it's like I don't really collect them, but I have them for whatever reason. Maybe they were on sale, or they were sent to me, or I needed one skein and had leftovers. This right here are my Vicky Clayton silks. This bin, now you do have to watch because they do get dusty because there's space in between. So periodically I have to pull them out and wipe them off. This is how it opens. So it's just the plastic hinge here and opens up like that. This is all Vicky Clayton silks that I was able to acquire by either buying them in bulk, like a bunch at a time from her, or I was on the monthly list for a while. And what I did was, a lot of hers came on these papers. They kept on getting really tangled and everything. I hated them. And I told her I hated them. Of course, yes, anybody that knows me knows that yes, Vicky said she had to go and open up her mouth. Anyway, they get stuck on the corners and stuff. So what I did for the most part was I got these bobbins from her, and I ended up putting them on these bobbins. I bought a whole bunch of bobbins off of her, and I didn't have her labels, these labels here, but I made makeshift labels, and I just wrote the name of it on there. I didn't write the number, I just wrote the name, and then I just lined them up. Now, I've had them where they were in color order, and for one reason or another, they got out of color. When I say color order, like color family, there's a lot of greens and browns in here, but I just look through whenever I need one, pretty much. So that's the Vicky Clayton silks, the coveted silks that are made no more. Alright, in here, what's in here? Oh, I tend to use a lot of sandwich bags and stuff, and why throw them out after you use them? Like, I use them for stuff like this. I'll put them on rings. It's easier when I'm using it as they going through my whips. So when I will show you in a moment, but when I changed over to floss away bags, I wasn't going to throw away all the bags I was storing my DMC in. So I just kept it all, and I just use them over and over again. They get a little janky, I throw it out, no love lost, right? I also have a ton of sewing threads. These are regular size spools. Those are jumbo spools. Here's regular spools. I did break these up by color just to make it a little bit easier to find what I need, and I labeled what was where. So that's all that. This is black, white, and gray. They're Sure-Lock spools because I do have an overlock machine. Can I use it for my regular machine? Yes. But I bought these specifically for that. So I just keep them there. I have plenty of black, white, and gray thread otherwise. So it doesn't hurt to just keep them in there for when I need them. Sure, you can't use just any kind of thread on an overlock machine because it'll get all janky. And with so many needles going different ways, it's better to use a better thread. You'll thank yourself later. I don't even know what's in here. Let's look. Let's find out together. Okay, again, that's... I haven't touched this in forever. Ew. Real life people, haven't touched the bottom drawer in forever. But we'll do a quick dust off. And I'm sorry if this is moving around a lot, but I have to hold my phone to do this. Okay. I have some... in case I need to send a chart or something, I have some paper, stiff cardboard. These are buttons that I made with clay. Finishing items like tassels and stuff like that. Some sticky board. I don't use sticky board too much. I don't even know if it's good. Some say yes, some say no. But I have some. And then, these are great. Mill Hill has these, and these sandwiched together to make it into an ornament or pendant. And basically you do your stitching, stretch it over the oval, and there's teeth on the back. You see those teeth? And then you put the back on and it squeezes it in there. No fuss, no muss, no tape, no nothing. And then you can always take it apart. Apparently I have a hanger and a bunch of these plastic things that I probably will never use, but they're in there anyway. Cording. Glitter glue for the glue gun. I don't see me ever using it, but you just don't know, right? 9 times out of 10, most of my stuff is just in case. And then, for some reason, out of the blue, some random, oh, I need this. I have that. So that's why. Yeah, miscellaneous finishing supplies. So that's what's there. Now, bear with me. DMC. Oh, sorry. DMC. We're just going to pull this one. This is 720 to 838. What I've done for these is I cut a piece of foam core. It's just plain foam core that you get. A lot of people use it for framing. It's good for framing because you can stretch it around and put the pins in. And a lot of school uses. School projects get put on them. So what I've done is I've put them all in number order, obviously, and all of them get a bag. Now I think I even have a couple of colors that have 2 bags, not too many, but for some reason I went overzealous on button. Like that would probably end up getting 2 bags if I got too many more of that. And I have the DMC stickers. So I just put the stickers on there when I have them. Sometimes I have to hand write on it because sometimes the stickers pop off. If you put it on this writable part, excuse me, they're less apt to pop off, I found. If it's on the plastic, eventually, you know, air dries out the stickiness and it comes off anyway. And you could use a little piece of tape to do it, or you could write it in Sharpie marker. But basically, this is how my DMC is stored. Okay, so now we go from DMC to my overdyes. My overdyes are put onto a hanger. Now they look similar to this, so you can see it. It is a belt hanger, and those larger rings, there's usually 5 to a belt hanger. I bought this at, I bought a bunch of them at Walmart. They were about $5 a piece. They were in the luggage section, if you're looking, luggage, laundry area, and I even used this one to hang up some hoops that I had because it was over here not doing anything. Now, I have mine broken up, and I have several together. Hang on, one-handed, guys. I'm not trying to make you seasick. Okay. So as you can see here, I have my Gentle Arts and my Weeks Dye Works. That's all on this hanger. I have them in alphabetical order, and apparently I have a lot more Weeks Dye Works than I do Gentle Arts. And I actually preferred Gentle Arts. Go figure. Anyway, that's on this hanger. I also have, I put that on the end here so I can piggyback them, because this one's got 6 strand sweets. These are all dead threads, what I call dead threads. Here goes some needle paints, that's what they're called. They were from Told in the Garden. She wanted certain colors made, so she had these made and was selling them. I don't even remember where I got them. I probably got them in like an auction, like eBay or something. This is Dead Threads Windy Hill. These are Old Willow Stitchery, the originals. There are lots of those because I did model stitching for one of the designers. These are the Old Willow Stitchery threads after they were sold to someone else that totally wrecked the company. Her bad. Anyway, won't get into that, right? And then I have another tier here, which it's getting really kind of full, and I've got to think of some way to store these different. I haven't tried to put too much thought into it. I don't have a lot of space. So hanging up, like on the back of the door and stuff like that here, is better for me right now. I might want to break it up to have 2 separate hanging sections and get another cover, make another cover. This is Dinky Dyes. There's Color and Cotton. I've got the Crescent Colors and Classic Color Works all together there. And my Victoria Motto. Now my Victoria Motto, everything else is in alphabetical order. So I think even my Color and Cotton are, yeah. Because I only have a few of those. I just started getting those. But my Victoria Motto, I didn't put those in alphabetical order. Not all of them have names, so I put them in color families. As you can see, it's like pink, purples, well, pinks and peaches and reds, and greens and purples and blues. And then the browns, orange, and yellows. So then when I have it, you probably see it hanging behind me when I do my videos. I made this. It's like a pillowcase. And you can just, if you don't sew, like, you know, like on the sewing machine, which plenty of you don't, and that's fine. You don't need to make one of these. You can just get a pillowcase. I would recommend probably a king-size pillowcase so it's long enough. And then just cut a hole up here. All I did was sew it across. I left that space there, and then I sewed down the one end, and I hemmed it just to make it look kind of nice and neat, and that works perfect for that. So that's where I'm at with my threads. If you guys have any better suggestions for my overdyes, go ahead and throw them in the comments section. Right now my DMC seems to work for me. I prefer it to do this like this. It's been like this for years since I stopped bobbinating, and I even have some bobbin threads in there that I just threw in the bags because I wasn't going to unbobbinate them. It's too much work, and I just use them as I can. I hope this helped somebody, or at least wet your whistle on your need to see my storage ideas. I'll talk to you later. What's the doggy doing? Is you a good dog? Here comes, oh, to come see mommy. Mean dog, mean pit bull. He's gonna lick me to death.